This one's for all the dad gamers out there, and everyone else because it is quite incredible. Void Titan now has some of the best survivability in game, and I found a setup to really make this work most effectively. Instead of just being ability spam build number 200, I wanted to make heavy use of the fantastic gunplay Destiny has to offer, and it does just that. How tanky is it though? Just look at this. This is at ultimate difficulty 2. As we will get into, the reworked bastion, the aspect, not the fusion rifle, is absurd. But first, quick tangent because I know this will be asked about. Sentinel as a super choice. You can just run Twilight, it's in a good spot, but Sentinel is great too. Against a single target, spam jump and light attack to go into some crazed frenzy mode, really juicing up its damage, making it very competitive. And no, this isn't cheating, it's just pressing 2 buttons on repeat. Back to the main build. Bastion has always been fantastic, providing a full void overshield which continually refreshes while behind a barricade. Until recently, this had a class cooldown penalty attached to it, which made it quite unwieldy to use. That is now gone. Now, like other rally barricade options, you can just cycle this, so that when your barricade expires, the next is available. Anyone abusing bolt charge last season will know how to do this. To bolster this tanky setup, controlled demolition is perfect too. This makes any volatile explosion restore 90 health to both yourself and allies. And to make this happen more, also allows all of your abilities to apply volatile on hit. Oh, and any volatile hits also apply volatile. Now that's great, but I said I don't want this to be too ability spammy, so if only there was a weapon which both applied volatile easily and was disgustingly OP. Thankfully we do have one of those, Choir of One, fitted with destabilizing rounds. This weapon is so good in both ADS for clearing out adds, or just hipfire spam for rapidly melting those chunkier targets. It's just that good that I want to use it as much as possible, with the highest damage it can get and strong ammo economy. Enter the Actium war rig. If there was ever an exotic which just epitomised guns blazing, fire forever, taste of America type shit, it would be this one. And it's a perfect fit here. It was reworked a while back and does a lot, so here it is. The main function is to improve auto rifles and light machine guns as they stack up final blows. This can be seen by the buff auto loading link. Each final blow will fill up a section of this bar, capping at 10, and at this point any viable weapon will deal 16% increased damage and generate ammo more efficiently. This will decay over time, but only on a stack by stack basis. It's very easy to maintain with modern add density. Another thing is any viable weapon will have ammo fed into the mag over time. Quiet in ADS mode you can fire pretty much forever, same thing with any LMG with a perk 4 times a charm. It can get quite ridiculous. The number on this is 10% of a mag per 1.5 seconds for anyone curious. It also grants viable weapons airborne effectiveness, but I'm sure absolutely nobody cares about this in PvE. While overall this exotic does a lot, it's all passive, so you don't need to do anything but use your weapons to get so much value. The most underrated part for me is the ammo generation. The LMG itself was something I had a bit of an issue with, but it was a good issue to have. I didn't know which was better, either a void LMG, something like Hammerhead, Corrective Measure or Commemoration. These naturally surge match with Choir, and some of these can roll destabilizing rounds or a whole host of other top tier perks, or an alternative choice if you Unwavering Duty. This is solar so it won't surge match, but it is a featured weapon. And with both Choir and Actium also being featured, if you did go with Unwavering, you could use this build in on-guard activities like conquests, or get easier score thresholds for anything in the portal. It also means it just deals 10% more damage at baseline, and can slot the mod Temporal Armaments for a free 15% damage against Vex and Cabal. So you are looking at 25% more damage before any perk considerations. But what kind of sold me on ditching Void LMG is access to Radiant. With Fever and Chill, free solo weapon final blows, or rapid precision hits grants Radiant. Another 20% weapon damage boost which will work with Quiet too. And typically Radiant is not available at all on pure Void subclasses. Unwavering Duty has a stacked perk pool as well. 4th times the charm is the best ammo economy perk out there. 4 crits grants 2 ammo directly into the mag, and this is generated too, not from reserves. Then the fact that this 2 ammo can contribute towards the next 4 crits, and so on, means you are greatly increasing total reserves as long as you hit your crits. Someone who is good at maths can figure out this ammo increase, but trust me, it's a lot. 4th column is a bit more flexible. Considering what I've just stated about 4th times, I think killing tally is the quote correct choice, but there's some others which are very fun and effective too. Onslaught is the yang to 4th times ying. It eats ammo by firing faster, but when you get this stacked up, it completely shreds enemies. Typically on LMGs this wouldn't be too viable due to ammo concerns, but in this situation it's balanced out enough to actually work. Genuinely give this combo a try if you get it. Quiet is your boss DPS weapon a lot of the time, and this LMG will just instantly shred anything else. Target lock with 4th times the charm and actium ammo return, you can get to max stacks and maintain it, but as just stated you can use quiet for boss DPS, which are the only targets where you'll be shooting long enough to make use of target lock. There's scenarios where this is fine, but it's a bit of a Reddit combo. Same goes for burning ambition. Final note on heavy slot, I am aware unwavering duty is from trials, and not everyone wants to interact with that mode at all, mainly people who value their sanity. So if you are in that group, do go with a void LMG. Kinetic slot is flexible, likely an anti-champion option as LMGs and autos are grouped together as overload. You could also go triple auto if you wanted to. Ever burning glitz is great and can be paired with artifact perk like forged lead to double dip on ammo generation. Adamantite gives you even more sustain for both yourself and allies. Mint retrograde is the best option in activities with set ammo spawns or not much ammo pressure. I know there's no shock here. But remember that double special will reduce the ammo pickup for Choir. Running a primary will give you plus 50 per special, which is easy to maintain. Outside of weapons, my class build setup looks like this. Rally Barricade is a must so you can cycle it off cooldown with a high class stat alongside a bastion aspect. Shield Toss and Vortex a preference, but would highly recommend both of these. Same with super between Sentinel or Twilight Arsenal. Fragment setup go with the following. Echo of Starvation grants Devour on all pickup, incredible survivability and an absolute must use. Echo of Undermining weakens enemies hit with grenades, another must use, and grenades are cycled with Devour. Echo of Persistence increases the duration of Overshield and Devour, and Echo of Dilation does absolutely nothing. Okay, it might help you crouch walk faster, but what matters is it provides incredible stats at plus 10 to both weapon and super. This build is one which benefits greatly from certain stat thresholds, so in order of priority, first is 100 class. Going over is pointless as Bastion provides a full overshield anyway, but being at 100 for lowest cooldown is a massive boost. Have high weapon. Being above 100 weapon means that ammo pickups have a chance to return even more ammo. And the higher this stat, the more damage your weapons will deal, important in a weapon focused setup like this. This stat can be supplemented with weapon fonts instead of surges, as our weapons don't match element. Finally, moderate to high super. Being at 100 for the shortest super cooldown is great, but if committing highly into weapons, this might not be possible. Just go for the highest possible in this stat, but it is not worth sacrificing any of the previous two for. Armor mods have a focus on ammo generation, with a copy of Void Ammo Generator, Special Ammo Finder and Void Ammo Scavenger. Harmonic Siphon, Solar Siphon and Firepower can be used for orb generation, while Weapon Fonts and Special Ammo Finisher make use of these orbs. Assuming 100 class and 100 weapon stat, this setup will make sure you are never low on ammo or barricades. For a full list of mods, check on screen now or use the dim link in the description. This also features artifact mods used. Finally, how to effectively play this build. You hold left click. But for real, it's very simple. The main consideration you could have is not only keeping yourself alive, but also allies. Placing bastion barricades near them will grant full void overshields, controlled demolition explosions will heal both you and nearby allies, and every time you pop super, all nearby allies will be granted a full void overshield too. So it's not so much a mechanical consideration, more so just a positioning thing. and this can be exemplified even more if using a heal auto rifle. Thank you for watching.